Hi everyone, myself Prithvi. Today I welcome you all for my personal finance lecture series about investments. If investment comes to each and every person's mind, the first idea is about FD. Today's topic is also about FD. In this video, I will be covering about what is FD, what is the type of FD, and what are the current FD rates in India, what is the highest FD rates offered by the bank in India, and is it safe, is it taxable? So what is FD? FD is a fixed deposit. It is a investment instrument which is kept in the bank for certain period of time, maybe time frame of 1 year, 2 year or 5 years, for to get a regular interval of interest, maybe monthly, quarterly or yearly, or if you don't opt that option, you will get the interest at the time of maturity. So what are the types of FD? First one is cumulative FD and non-cumulative FD. In cumulative FD, what is cumulative FD? Cumulative FD means where the amount or the interest earned on the principal what you have kept, it will be reinvested as a principal and you will earning a interest on that. You will be getting an interest and the principal amount will total on the end of the maturity. So what is non-cumulative FD? Non-cumulative FD means you will opt for regular interval of interest payout, maybe monthly, quarterly or off yearly, maybe annually. So what are the current FD rates offered in India? So FD rates is different for different tenure. If you take an example of if you are keeping an FD in bank for 7 to 45 days, or you will be getting a lesser interest rate, maybe for from 2.5 percentage to 3 percentage. So if you, as the tenure you increase, as the years you increase for keeping the amount in an FD, the rate of interest is also increase. Maybe it's from 2.5 percentage to 6.70 percentage. So again there is a differentiation. What is that is when you are keeping an FD in regular FD and if you are keeping an FD in senior citizen FD, it is also different. If you are keeping in a regular FD, you will be getting an interest rate from 2.5 percentage to 6.70%. So if for senior citizen, it is slightly higher than maybe 0.5 percentage to 1 percentage. So these are the current FD rates in India which will be offered by the best banks from 2.5 percentage to 6.70 percentage. So in this is the Indian Post Office where it is offering a rate of interest maximum up to 6.70 percentage. What is the maximum FD rates which is offered in India? So do you want to know what is the maximum FD rates which is offered in India? It's an IDFC bank. So IDFC bank which is offering a rate of interest of 8 percentage annually. So note, if you want to know how the banks will gonna earn a rate of interest more than 8%, if they want to pay you rate of interest of 8%, please do comment below in the comment section. I'll be explaining you how the banks will generate more than 8% interest to pay you back. The first question which comes to each and every person's mind when it comes to investment, is it safe and secure? So the FD is safe. Yes, the FD is safest investment instrument which is presently in India. So there is a risk. So if you are keeping an FD more than 5 lakh, if the bank goes bankruptcy, your amount is at risk. Means if you are kept more than 5 lakh, the RBI has given insurance only up to 5 lakhs, not more than 5 lakhs. So is there any example of that? So these are the banks which I am giving this is a bankruptcy. It's about the RBI imposed a restriction on that. The example is CKP Bank, which was running more than 105 years. The RBI has imposed a restriction on it. Second one, Guru Raghavendra Bank, and third one, PMC Bank. Till now, the banks are not running because RBI has not released that restrictions to them. So is there any example of where the RBI restriction has got relieved? Yes, there is a bank which is Yes Bank, which has relieved from them from the RBI restrictions. Yes, this is a story of Yes Bank. If you want to know the story of Yes Banks, please comment below in the comment section. I will be doing another video about that. Next, is there any more risk in FD? Yes, a little bit risk, where if you are keeping an FD in cooperative society for the rate of interest maybe of 12% to 13%, so that is a risk for you. So if, let us assume, if the present personal loan is offered at a rate of interest 10%, 11% in nationalized bank, if you are getting a loan if you want to get a loan in cooperative society, the cooperative society will again give you a loan more than 15%, 16%. So the those who want loan, if the people will not going to get the loan in nationalized bank, they will only go for cooperative society to get the loan. So think how much risk is involved to give the loan to the people those who are not eligible to get a loan in nationalized bank. So this is the risk involved. If the person is not paying the loan to the cooperative society, the FD amount which you have kept in a cooperative society, that is at risk. The cooperative society may go bankruptcy, and the amount which you have kept, it is not also insured as the RBI insurance done for the nationalized bank of 5 lakh. That is the problem which is involved in cooperative society. My suggestion to not to keep an FD in cooperative society. Before keeping the FD in cooperative society, think twice to keep it. So is it taxable? So the amount earned as a interest on the FD amount which you have kept, it is taxable. The amount which you earn more than 10,000 as a interest, it is taxable. It is deducted at the source when it is depositing a interest from the bank. So how to avoid it? So if you want to avoid the tax, you have to submit a 15G or 15H if your tax slab is lower than the tax limit. So when you are opening an FD account, you can submit 15G, 15H form to avoid tax limit up to 40,000 on the interest amount which you have earned. So next, it is the bonus tip what I am giving right now, where if you have to avoid tax, what you can do is you can opt for tax saver FD, for it is a tenure of 5 years you can keep, and you can able to avoid this tax and you can withdraw it fully without tax. So by this video I am ending. This is FD is one of the very good safest investment plan which you can do. For the next investment plan, I will be coming with a new investment plan. Please do subscribe to my channel for further new videos, so that you will get a financial knowledge and investment knowledge very easily by this channel. So thank you very much. Bye bye.